Dudes, Tunes, and Brews here, and I'm doing a bit of a side gig. I got some paint on my hands, as you can see, and this homeowner only left me several copies of Foghat. That's fine. That's what I'll be listening to today, so I'll let you know how I feel about Foghat after this gig. Now that we've got some Foghat playing, what has he got in the fridge? Oh my god, he left me some Miller High Life. It's like this dude knows me. Back at 11.
Dudes, tunes,
and brews.
and brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listen to tunes.
Listen to tunes.
Drinking some brews.
Drinking some brews.
We're dudes.
We're dudes.
Listening to tunes.
Listening to tunes.
And drinking some brews.
And drinking some brews. Well, hey, Harlow Santana here at Zeus Tunes and Brews. You're probably wondering, why am I driving? Good question. Well, I'm actually en route to see my pal and cohort, Josh Froman, this evening. We've decided we're going to drink some 40s and maybe do some stuff. So, I'm heading there now. Why don't you come with me? All right, stay tuned. Well, hey, look, I made it. Couldn't film anymore from there to here because the new laws in Indiana, but I'm here.
Yo, man, is that one of those freaking what do they call them? Them tripods?
It's a tripod.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, ooh, yeah. We just got this new drone for the DTB Studios, Studio A. We're working on some stuff here, and I'm gonna show Harlos the part of the episode that I just edited. I edited part 1, Harlos edited part 2, and now I'm making a 1.5 edit of the two combined. I don't know how it's a 1.5, but that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it episode 6.5.
I saw that. And I also hear that you're sounding kind of like a blues singer.
Why the long face? Because I'm a little hoarse.
Womp, womp, womp. We'll be right back.
Salt lick.
Alright, so me and the Froman here, we're walking to the liquor store to get a 40. And we see this person's trash. There's a bicycle. And we're wondering if it's actually being thrown out.
Yeah, if it's trash, it's mine now. And if it ain't, well, I mean, it's the city's property, right?
I don't know.
I don't know the laws on that.
I mean, it's sitting right there.
Damn.
I mean, it's right there. Is that a free bicycle? Is that a scooter too?
Oh, man. What is it, 1800, bro? Check this out.
Freestyle.
Oh, no.
Tires are flat.
Yeah.
Bald too.
It's totally my size. Well, I know what kind of, know what size I need now.
Look at that little scooter. You just suck at tricks, man.
Yeah, I was trying.
Well,
I used to be able to do like.
Maybe some kid will come along and grab this stuff and have a grand adventure.
Yeah, it's a nice little Razor scooter, bro.
It's not bad. Well,
I hardly know her.
we decided to leave the bicycles because we don't really need them.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk.
We're just gonna be philanthropists for the day.
I'm gonna show off this neighborhood that I didn't grow up in as a child, but I grew up in as a man.
What he said. We'll be right back. Oh, hey. So if your mouth is like burning from spicy kind of spices, vanilla pudding doesn't help. WDTB
Indianapolis.
I'm an octogenarian woman.
Octogenarian woman.
Yeah, that's my decorating style, and
Who needs oxygen?
yeah, I need oxygen constantly.
This walk has been short, but it's making me thirsty.
Oh man.
This walk is making me thirsty.
And where are the dudes heading this evening?
We're going to the liquor store.
Party pack.
Get a 40.
Yeah, party pack, bro. It's done me well. I'm gonna miss it.
Well, you can always go back. No one's stopping you from going back.
Yeah, but it's so different because it's it's not going to be walking distance no more if I decide to move from Studio A.
Do you walk to the party pack often?
This is probably the third time I've ever walked there in the 3 years I've lived there.
Nice.
So,
I don't think I've ever just like walked to the liquor store.
oh, dude, it's the best. Yeah. Walking to the liquor store? Man, dude, it's like walking to the convenience store, but the chips are way more expensive. But you can get cheap pickles there. They got even the hot ones. I've never bought one.
We're getting ready to make a left turn here onto a major thoroughfare, and the sun is going to be hitting us like crazy. Get ready for some sun faces.
Coming up. You all right, turn on your turn signal, eh?
Turn right on. Oh my God.
Damn.
Goodness.
Oh.
Here's some sirens in the background.
Walking in the evening sun.
I picked you up off of the ground and I put you into a box that I'd found. Kept poking your nose up for air and I knew that you didn't want to be in there. So I pulled you out with my big hands and walked you to some drier land. The rain held off long enough for you to return to the earth. Now you're free, just like dandelion seeds. Yeah, you're free to be how you ought to be. I picked you up off of the ground and put you into that box that I found. Well, I had planned to take you home and show you to some folks that I know. Well, that was my initial thought. Then I put myself into that box. I didn't like what I saw. My whole damn world shrank to 10 by 4. Now I see what it is that you need to be free. Just like dandelion seeds. Just like dandelion seeds. Yeah, just like dandelion seeds. I picked you up off of the ground and I put you into a box that I found.
Little Taj now. All right. These are the more exquisite beers. I really like that one. We tried that one on episode 1. Yeah, we tried that one with Quinn Leach of Kessler Green.
Ah, yes.
And we also tried, was it this Index?
I don't remember.
I think it might have
Volbeer Hill.
I'd have to check the check the archives. Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of stuff's changed here. Then, hey, look, it's Hogarden. Well,
They gotta have 40 somewhere.
it used to be where that wine is. And now the wine is right here. That looks good. That looks
Looking
good.
for 40s.
put it
Alright.
in dirtier places on my body.
We just got back out of the liquor store and the sun's over our shoulders now, but we're gonna take these masks off. Oh,
Heaven is real.
oh, baby, do you know what that's worth?
You ever work on a train car before?
No, I have not.
So strictly just semis. I wouldn't assume that they would be able to freaking get a train car to your place without tracks behind it or something.
Yeah, I mean, I work on, trailers and box trucks and moving vans, and so we just left Party Pack. We got 2 40s of American Classic Budweiser, which is now owned by Germans.
Really?
Yeah, have been for a while.
Nice. Anheuser-Busch. I like that. Anheuser sounds kind of German. What was it? Who owns them now?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna crack that brew, and then
Yeah.
I'll take that from you.
Crack that brew, my friend.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I see that you got your paper bag, and I got my plastic
Paper
bag.
bag. So
We're gonna see who stays colder longer. So, how's that lager, my friend?
it's not bad. I mean, it's the first time actually having Budweiser on the show.
Yeah, we've had Bud Light Lime. I think it's the only Budweiser. Nope. The Budweiser, what was it? The copper.
Oh, the Copper Reserve.
Yeah, the one with frickin' Jack Daniels barrels.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty tasty. It's so big, you gotta hold it with 2 hands.
Yeah, I feel like it's like a sippy cup.
It's like I'm drinking out of the jug.
Hey, go green. Drink from the jug.
Cheers to that. So these train tracks are really dilapidated.
Yeah. But the rails look good.
That's what matters.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's what they're riding.
Riding them rails.
High on chemtrails.
High on kimchi.
Oh, man. You ever smoked kimchi?
What is that?
Oh, it's from a land from the future.
So yeah, just walking down these tracks, drinking a 40, feeling like teenagers again.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
All we need now is a dirty magazine.
Yeah, but we got that anytime we want. The future's weird. They had dirty magazines in the freaking liquor store.
Yeah,
A whole rack of them. It's so weird.
a whole rack of racks.
They have a stack of racks.
Stack racks on racks on racks.
Oh, that's
on
weird.
racks.
Then some of them, it's just like, it's like a lost art. That's, you had to be more suggestive in photographs,
Right.
where in film you can just do whatever. Like there's a little more.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, moving pictures is just a bunch of photographs.
Yeah, it's weird when you think of it like that. So many frames per second and all that jazz. What's up, everybody? If you like hanging with the dudes, why don't you click the subscribe thing there?
May as well.
If you want to hear more from the dudes on a regular basis, hit the bell.
We're just walking these train tracks, going back to Froman's, and this thing is like kind of killing my arm.
Oh, you want me to? Let's try it out.
You be a director for a
We're
minute.
supposed to be pals here, and I'm just letting Hollows deal with it all. Is it just me?
You're on Howard now. You're the director. There's so many transit spikes on the ground. I want to take them all.
Oh, you like them? You like those? Oh, I'm about as good of a director as Ron Howard. What's your favorite Ron Howard movie?
Apollo 13?
Is it the only one you know?
Off the top of my head, yeah.
I like Willow. That was a very early effort from him.
I forgot about that one.
I just happened to find that out because being a huge Star Wars fan, George Lucas helped with it, and he was a big fan of Ron Howard. I like helping Ron Howard out and stuff.
Ron Howard didn't need no help.
Ron Howard doesn't need anybody. Ron Howard or Clint Howard? Who would you hang out with?
Oh, Clint.
Clint, yeah. He's so cool, dude.
Clint would probably have a beer with me. Ron just reminds me of that skinny guy from the Beach Boys.
Oh, Brian Wilson?
No, Mike Love.
Brian Wilson's the only Beach Boy I know. That's always going to be. That would have been my answer for anything you'd said.
Then there was Chad Wilson and Becky Wilson.
And Rhonda Wilson?
And Wilson.
Oh, freaking! And Wilson Phillips was there.
Yeah, it's true.
Has there been a Beach Boys Wilson Phillips matchup yet?
No, but I'm sure it'll probably be coming.
Maybe I hold on for one more nuisance. Wait, I can't get it. I didn't have a good one.
A lot of broken beer bottles over here.
Yeah,
Flip flops were not a good choice.
the dudes really we set the trend on this, didn't we?
What trend?
We're freaking trendsetters on drinking beer on the tracks.
I think we're just trend followers.
Yeah,
It's like we're hipster hobos.
hipster hobos. You know, that's gonna be cool here in a couple years. I think the hipster movement's kind of going in a weird direction, like it's kind of dying off.
Yeah, I can see that. Now it's cool to just be offended by everything.
Yeah. Everybody keeps talking about the Karen references, but I think we're all Karens deep down inside. Like I get mad when my iced coffee's hot.
The United States of Karen.
The United States of Karen. You know?
And I don't mean caring like each and every one of us, for each and every one of us, like brothers and sisters.
Oh, more on like a selfish. I want my MTV.
Yeah.
Not our MTV. I want our MTV.
I don't know.
Our DTB.
I just want your MTV.
Yeah, DTB or don't.
Yeah. DTB or don't, Karen. You know who you are.
You know, learn your inner Karen though. Everybody's got an inner Karen they need to let out. Just talk to her, you know? Tell her how you feel.
Sometimes Karen sees to know how you feel. Oh shit! Stumbled on rocks.
Oh,
I tilted this too far.
We'll be right back.
Hey, Harlos, look what I can do.
Yeah, freaking Kelly Preston died. You know the actress?
Preston.
The first time I ever saw her, she was in the Jerry Maguire movie. She's his first girlfriend.
I don't know that name.
Redheaded, kind of. She's very attractive. And then she was in that superhero movie with freaking Kurt Russell, like the superhero high school or some Disney shit.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It was pretty good. I remember. I don't know. Or like Super High. It was called something like that. It was a really messed up name. But anywho, she was the mom in that, and I think she could stretch, you know, that whole thing, so she was really hot.
Interesting.
But long story short, she was John Travolta's wife.
Oh, okay. You should have led with that. Because I read that headline.
I was trying to give you everything else. But yeah, that's how she's going to be known.
Fill in the blanks.
How is that crazy? That's so crazy, though, when that happens. Like, she's done other things besides John Travolta.
But has John Travolta?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. He was the man back in the day, dude.
Was.
Now he just got old. That's got to be hard.
Flies airplanes like a normal person.
That's what I do.
I try to, but then I gotta poop, and so I gotta land all the time, and that's not.
Yeah, you don't want to poop while you're flying. What do you do? Okay, if you're doing like an 8-hour flight, I guess that's why you have a co-pilot, right?
Yeah, probably.
All right, I'm gonna need you to take.
Is there a secondary bathroom in the cockpit? Like you see your pilot come through to take a shit? Like
somebody bogus ass airline where they're like, hey, we can't afford to have you take bathroom breaks in the cockpit anymore. You got to go in the back.
It's like it's 4 a.m. It's your allotted shit time where everyone's supposed to be asleep. It's like your Santa Claus sneaking through.
This is your captain speaking. I will be coming through the lane, so please fasten your seatbelts. I've got to take a wicked shit.
This is your captain speaking. We'll be dropping to 30,000 right after I drop some ploppies.
Right after this.
The plants in the Walmart, well, the Southport Walmart's garden center look just as sad as their employees.
Stepped outside, and it's that classic freaking Indianapolis smell that I miss from being a kid. And it's kind of like rotten potatoes and like petroleum.
Maybe.
There's a lot of trash on this railroad.
Yeah, how much of it's brought by the wind?
I'm sure it's mostly brought by hobos.
Hobos? I've never seen any hobos on here, though.
Wonder what that W sign means right there.
It must mean...
For you at home. That W sign.
I know if I put a sticker next to it, you DTB.
Indian.
I never seem to have any stickers whenever I need one.
I forget that I have them.
Yeah, they're just everywhere. There's so many of them.
So I gotta say, Budweiser really isn't that bad.
No, Budweiser's not bad at all.
I mean, back in the day, I hated it, but
It seemed like it had that kind of like metal taste to it back when we were kids. I don't taste like
when we were kids.
No, I mean, you know, when I was 17, I drank some very good beer. I drank some very good beer I purchased with a fake ID.
Fake ID.
My name was Brian McD. I stayed up listening to Queen when I was 17.
Well, that's our next band project right there.
Jugs.
Half a 40 in the song.
That 40 in a song, dude. That's all.
That's like an autobiography name right there, if I ever heard one.
Wouldn't that just, yeah. Wouldn't that just be like a tall boy?
20 ouncer?
Yeah.
A little over a tall boy.
Tall boys are what, 18?
Tall boy and a quarter, 16.
16? Yeah, get a 6-pack of some talls. You got some 6-pack of talls, didn't you? The MGDs?
No, those 12-pack bottles.
Bottles. But still, $6?
Less than $6.
How much?
Like $5.19 for each. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
But then
dude.
today I was thinking, I should have checked the dates because they're probably expired, honestly. But I'll still drink them.
How expired can they really be?
I mean, it's fermented shit. So
Ice cold, baby.
ice cold.
Let's get it
You
ice
can't taste
cold.
the expiration when it's ice cold.
No. Ice cold kills the expiration.
It sure does. It's like heat kills the coronavirus. Cold kills the expiration date.
Dude, that's like
Cold makes beer fresh again.
that's like the key to life right there. It sounds like
Profound.
profound.
Profound as shit. You know, all we need is a couple of chairs.
Yeah, I think that's all we're missing. We need some chairs, and then maybe one of these days we could do go and get do a trip to Long's Donut.
On this track?
It's on just down that way.
Oh, further down.
Yeah, so you go the next intersection.
So would you say it's further down yonder?
Out there yonder. I would say it's a next click yonder.
Next click yonder.
And once you get there, you pretty much are at Long's. You just kind of hop off the tracks and you just go get some
Get some donuts, then come back down, get some beers.
Yeah, and you're already you're like caloried up as fudge, but yet you're like walking like 7 miles. And then I was like, I can't help it. I gotta eat the other one.
You have to.
Yeah.
Too.
I have to. Like, there's no way around this. And I was still so loopy from last night. I don't think I really ate a lot last night, and that really kind of threw me off with the drinking and shit. So, this morning I had 2 Egg McMuffins. Holy shit. I had like...
You're going to be me by next week.
like 4,000 calories today, dude. Ow. I feel better. I feel like it's what I needed. I think I just needed 4,000 calories. And then this beer will...
Now you can hibernate.
Yeah. Because I feel a lot better. And actually walking around right now is making me feel way better. Sitting at work today made me feel like crap, but anytime I get up and move around, it was like helping me sweat it out. No, it's not you. It's not you, it's me.
So from this view, we kind of look like some badass rappers.
Look like it. We're fucking rappers.
That's our only song. Is that the Remax balloon?
Oh! Now I want to talk to a realtor.
Hold on a minute. Let the people at home see this. Check. That's the goddamn Remax balloon, bro.
Man, you know,
Or some kind of balloon.
I've seen some beautiful things in my life, but nothing quite like this,
That's a balloon.
bro. You know, I hear you can only balloon jobs at night and early morning.
Balloon jobs at night and early morning.
Yeah, it's like a hard thing to do during like the height of the day. I guess the balloon don't want to swell up very well. That's what I heard. I haven't researched it. That was just a thing I heard a guy say once.
Around in the darkness, trying to find a bit of light. It's looking for something to quench me. I feel like the throat bone dry. Whether I'm lost in the desert or cruising around the Lakeshore Drive, I feel like a man without a purpose. This town, it eats me alive. Just when nips every inch. I bitch, but I'm scared to make moves. I stay in my groove and accept it. Yeah, I'm scared to make moves. I stay in my groove and accept it. Downtown, mind trying to provoke my flight. We're just trying to tiptoe over disillusion, though I feel I'm about to be waist high. But whether I'm drunk or getting the buzz on, or doing the 9 to 5 suicide, I feel like a man without a purpose. This town, it eats me alive. Just when nips every inch. I bitch, but I'm scared to make moves. I stay in my groove and accept it. I'm scared to make moves. I stay in my groove and accept it. Around in the darkness. Goodbye to you and farewell to all that you'll ask, and I'll never tell, and our feelings left bastardized and unfelt. And it won't be long till I'm all by myself. Goodbye to you and farewell to all that you'll ask, and I'll never tell, Because our masked obsessions need release for ourselves. So just come along, so I'm not all by myself. Goodbye to you in farewell, to all your lies, and I'll never tell. And our feelings left bastardized and unfelt. And it won't be long till I'm all by myself. Goodbye to you and farewell to all that you left, and I'll never tell. Because our masked obsessions need release for ourselves. So just come along, so I'm not all by myself.
On Dudes, Tunes, and Brews. PODTB.
PODTB. We're the turds
We
in
are,
the
we
basement.
are. The Dudes and Tunes and Brews.
Looks like someone might have taken that little power wheel. I see the bike still. No, the power wheel's still there.
Man, it's probably that kid over there trying to get $5 from me, dude. He's probably just trying to sell. He didn't even offer me a service of any type. He's like, yo, man, you got $5 for what?
You giving me a half dime or what's going on here?
Yeah, brother, like, you what, $5 just because, like, you asked for it? Like,
No.
that's pretty bold, but really, you
It's
know
like-
what? I bet that works sometimes.
It's like, you know what? I ain't your uncle.
Uh-huh. True.
It's like someone had to say it.
It's true, man. I ain't your uncle, brother. But
I ain't
You
your
know
brother,
what?
uncle.
I could, at the same time, it's kind of on me to kind of come up with something. Be like, yeah, I'll get $5 if you come over here and wash my. You know,
He'd
what?
be like, forget you.
I'll bet, hey, man,
He'd be all,
gimme.
He'd be all doing one of these shots down here, like, forget you.
Forget you. This $5 is for breakfast.
Like you need more breakfast.
I need double breakfast like I had this morning. I ate 2 Whoppers for dinner. I'm telling you, brother.
You're really proud about how much you ate today.
I did. Like, it was like it changed my life. I was miserable for about 2 hours. Like, I thought maybe this might be the day that I'm done. And then I digested a little, and then I had this 40 ouncer, and I feel better.
This has been a good idea right here.
Yeah,
Mine's about gone.
Budweiser, king of beers. I wouldn't say it's the king, but I would say it's a pretty good standard beer. Like, it's a nice lager. I don't know
It's a
why.
decent kick-around lager, that's for sure.
I'm not a big Bud Light guy per
I
se,
hate Bud Light.
but with lime, of course,
If
it's
it's
good.
free, I'll drink it.
Or if it's at a Mexican restaurant, I can deal with. They got a pretty good draft, Bud Light, undraft.
I do the Dos Equis Amber.
Also very good. Whatever you put in a frosty mug, I'll pretty much drink.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, mine's about gone, so that's kind of a sad story.
Well, what would you give it for? Let's say for a good standard backyard.
standard train track beer. I'd give it a solid 4, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a 4 as well. It's
I'll give it what it's worth.
yeah, I could it's just enough to get from the liquor store home.
Yep.
You pretty much sweat some of it off,
Some of it.
and you feel good.
I'm staying pretty cool today. I got no sleeves whatsoever.
No sleeves till.
Brooklyn. It's okay. I have a gun permit.
See how now I don't have a mustache? Soups and drinks are much weirder for me.
That's true.
But sandwiches are easier.
Because I'm so used to being all like,
Yeah, you go for it. Or I was looking at our last episode that just came out recently, this past Sunday night, and I had beer foam in my massive mustache for about a good 25 seconds.
that happens to me too.
It's a good look.
Definitely happens to me. How's this for a look? A little upskirt action.
That's right.
The 40's definitely hitting pretty good.
Yeah, we've had a pretty good time here on the Duders. I think that we had some special guests that weren't on the show because they were minors.
They were minors.
They also did not have any of this delicious beverage.
They asked us for $5 though.
Yeah, kid goes, "Hey man, you got 5?" And I was like,
said
"I'm thinking
5 fingers." Yeah.
And I'm thinking, yo, I'm not getting you a high five because that's like risque and COVID.
I thought that's what he was asking for.
Yo, I'm telling you, like, yo, man, you still give high fives? Like that's some real stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, man. And then he's like, no, $5. And I'm thinking, like, for what? You know?
He probably heard your Whopper story and he really is hankering for a Whopper by now. Dude,
I didn't think about that. 2 Whoppers for $5. I got an Impossible Whopper and a regular Whopper, $5. Get the app. They don't even endorse the dudes.
My 40's done.
But I endorse the Burger King.
So that was my first ever 40 of Budweiser.
Yeah, enjoyable. It's refreshing.
Yeah, I wish I had a second one.
Were you ever in the Burger King Kids Club? Was that actually a thing? Like, could you sign up for it?
I don't remember.
Because they had all those really cool commercials when we were kids, like the Burger King Kids Club, and I'm like, yeah, it seems cool.
I think that was just a thing where you go get a kids meal, and that was that.
That's it, huh? That was the Kids Club, kind of like the Marsh Fruit of the Month Club.
Is that what Marsh do that?
Yeah, Marsh had the Fruit of the Month Club, and it was bomb.
I remember Dairy Queen had the little tokens where you could get ice cream instead of a toy.
What was the token valid for? Oh,
ice
like
cream.
A dilly bar?
Yeah.
Or an ice cream sandwich?
Or a Star Kiss.
What did you go for?
Dilly bar.
Is there an easy way to make a homemade dilly bar? I guess you just shape the ice cream and dip it in that shell stuff.
You could probably take like a quart and cut it into slices.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
and
can
put
cut
a
ice
stick
cream
in it, and then put it in the freezer, and then dip it with the hard shell stuff.
Yeah, that's freaking
Next
great.
up on DTB, we're gonna make homemade dilly bars.
Ooh, you know what I saw? You know the WWF ice cream bars?
Vaguely.
They were like an ice cream cookie sandwich bar on a stick.
Ooh.
And I guess it was like a really big deal for like the mega fans. And then they later discontinued them and brought them back for the WWE. And they went away again, and then it was like a huge thing in like one of these wrestlers' contracts that they had to bring it back.
Really?
They brought it back, but it's not on a stick anymore.
That's stupid. I want to say that's dope, but that's dumb.
Yeah, I want it on a stick. Even though it's just an ice cream sandwich on a stick, which is a strange concept in its own way. But, you know, I don't watch the WWE.
You know, I gotta take a moment here to give some props to the grass over here. Good looking grass.
Yeah, they really take care of this place over
Look
here.
at
I can't really reveal the location because
No.
of security reasons. Not that anybody would want to come see me.
I'm used to filming, bro. No one's gonna know where you live. But yeah, nice grass.
Thanks.
I want to lay in it, but I don't want to get chiggers.
You already got chiggers. Lay in it, bro.
That's not how you do this.
Make some, why don't you make some freaking grass angels right there?
It's probably dog poop. Or
And I
cat
don't
poop.
mean take a squatting in the yard.
It's probably poop in that grass.
Nah, there's no poop in this grass. It's all in the backyard.
Good thing we're
What?
not back there.
That's where the dogs like to make ploppies.
Who let the dogs plop?
Me.
We'll be right back.
Hey loser, what are you doing watching TV when you could be out chasing tail in a new Ford? Come on down to Dunkel Motors, I'm frickin' balls deep in Fords. See? Frickin' balls deep in Fords. Hey, you got slow credit, bad credit, no problem. Cause once the financing comes through, it ain't my problem anyways. I'll sell frickin' Fords to anybody's. So come on down to frickin' Dunkel Motors. Do we sell used cars? That's right. We only sell new cars because used cars smell like fucking farts. And why buy a used car smells like farts when you can make a new car smell however you want it? That's right. So come on down to Dunkel Motors where we're frickin' balls deep in Fords. Down here by the fucking Arby's and the fucking Ferguson and Ferguson law peoples. Yeah, you know those guys. They take your monies there. So come on down to Dunkel. Balls deep in Fords. Tell them Randy sent you.
Balls deep in Ford. I guess we're stoop kids now.
Stoop kid got a stoop.
This is the weirdest yet coolest episode of DTB we've ever recorded.
Yeah, this is
Film.
season 3, episode 8.
8.
This has been a fun year, dude.
It has been a good year.
And I gotta say that it all goes back to the first episode of the season with Kessler Green.
That really fired our wagons.
That fired our wagons, painted our wagons,
Painted our fires.
threw paint in the fire.
Burned our paint.
It was a freaking spray paint can, exploded everywhere. But it painted the hell, whatever the case, it was the Kessler Green episode. Because before that, we didn't know where DTB was going to go.
No, we were going to sell it.
We were going to sell it to...
We had parties interested. I'm talking big names. I can't really say Comcast. But we decided to keep it.
So we kept it, and here we are. And I got to say, I'm glad. It's been a fun year. We've had some guests I didn't know would actually be able to show.
Yes.
Like freaking Andy McDonald.
He's a loose cannon.
The best kind of loose cannon. And he's helped us out a lot in the past.
Yes.
And just a really great guy. Then we had Mike K-Shack.
Good old Caddyshack. He was a cool guy.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun. They both they just hanging out on the couch in Studio A. And then Colin Banks made an appearance.
He did. That was a good one.
Right at the beginning of freaking Corona.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. So it was kind of like a historical event.
It was historical. I think I had Corona then.
Ugh.
On that episode.
Isn't that the worst, dude?
It is.
Yeah.
Got it on me.
What you gonna do?
But, you know, in spite of all this Corona 2020 bullshit, you know, what you mentioned, that's the stuff you gotta really take to heart is friends and family and good times, because the way the world's going, I don't think we have many good times left.
You know, that's what I think. That's the scary thing, though, is they make it seem that way, but it's the little moments.
It is. You know what? I'm gonna make my own good times.
And that's what we do here at Dudes, Tunes, and Brews, is we capture the little moments. Because they may not seem fun today, but reflectively, you realize how much fun you were really having when you thought you weren't having any fun at all.
You're damn right, because you could be having fun. I mean, if you're not having fun peeling potatoes or clipping your toenails or, you know, picking up dog shit, then you're doing it wrong, because you got to make your own fun in this world. Fun is not guaranteed.
Absolutely not. You got to whistle while you work.
And wash dishes, because that's the only thing that makes washing dishes bearable.
That's one of those things, like working in the restaurant field. You know, you get an eclectic crowd in the restaurant business.
You damn right.
And then when you get kind of like the Mexican guys that come to work, they like to turn on the AM radio, on whatever the fuck, and just wash dishes and kick ass in the back.
Yeah, I mean,
and I think that the genius thing about the Spanish culture is they're willing to go AM radio with their music.
Hey, $6 is $6, man.
You know what I mean? You can't. AM radio is everywhere.
That's true.
And so they're like, fuck it, anywhere I go to work, turn on my AM radio. Bam, I'm working, I'm gonna listen to some tunes. And that's pretty fucking cool, man. Really fucking cool.
You know, 2020 does suck, but it's been decent. When you break it down to a molecular level, I'm talking about individuality. Screw everything on the outside. Screw what the media is telling you. Screw all these protests and riots and all that. Think about yourself. Are you having a good time?
Are you having a good time?
Is everything okay for you? Everything seems to be okay when you break it down. Because what is the end result of everything in the world? Individuality.
And when we're all a bunch of Karens, we never get anything done.
When we're all a bunch of Karens, we look like Florida. So don't make us look like Florida.
Visit Florida, but don't live there.
I'm gonna agree to disagree.
I actually want to end up in Florida. That's actually my goal. Is
that really your goal?
Kinda, yeah. Because even when you're down on your luck, at least there's the beach.
I think I had a gay uncle who ended up in Florida.
Cool.
No one ever talked about him.
He's probably just living it up. Where would you go in freaking Florida? Like, where's your spot? Have you been there?
I had a coin toss one summer where I watched a movie and I was like, I've never seen the Atlantic Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a toss-up. Am I going to go to South Carolina or am I going to go to Florida? And I decided to go to South Carolina because that was enough hours of driving. So
yeah, and it's the same difference. I mean, I'm sure. Not really. It is and isn't. I've never been to South Carolina.
I went
so
to,
I'm totally
to Charleston, right there on the bay, Charleston Harbor, where the Civil War started.
Oh,
Fort
nice.
Sumner. I've actually been to Fort Sumner. I rode the ferry across the harbor, and
What was it like? Pretty cool?
it was really cool. Like, I think it was built, the early 1800s, and they said don't take anything, no rocks, no nothing, and I stole some barnacles.
Barnacles? How long do barnacles last? Are they big? What are barnacles?
Barnacles are just like shells and shit that have calcified on.
So it's like a calcium deposit.
basically.
Okay, cool.
And I stole a chunk.
I get those on my contacts sometimes.
I get them on my gallbladder.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a fun trip. I went there instead of Florida. But I've never been to Florida. I really have no interest to go to Florida. For one, I'm not old enough. For two, I'm not young enough. For three, I'd rather just stay home and drink in my own backyard and spray myself with the hose.
I think we should do a DTB episode in Clearwater. I like Clearwater. And we'll just make an excuse to do like a double family
Clearwater,
vacation.
Florida?
Yeah, it's great.
Dude,
it's the best, dude. It's so cool.
We should start a GoFundMe to take the dudes to Florida.
That's what we're going to do. So if you want to see the dudes in Florida or anywhere further south, freaking let us know. And we'll do it. Or send us money.
Further south, except I will not go to Bogota. Don't ask. I won't go there.
Ooh, what if they could get us to freaking, Machu Picchu or whatever?
Machu Picchu.
That's as far south as I'm going.
I would love to go to Machu Picchu as long as the cartels aren't there.
Oh, really? It's like that? They're running the freaking... That sucks,
I
dude.
don't know. I've never been to Mexico. Or is that in Peru? Well, it's confusing. You got the Aztecs and the Olmecs and the Mayans. Who were where? It's like a graph, like ladder.
It's a whole like world in there. Like it's funny because everybody gets so localized-ish, but more national in their bullshit. When you think of South America, it's like fucking massive. There's so many people and territories and
I
moments.
saw something the other day. It was a retelling of what the map actually looks like.
Yes, isn't
And
that mind-blowing,
South America
dude?
is 9 times bigger than North America or some bullshit.
Yeah, it's
Like,
huge, dude.
Argentina, that's where the gauchos are. Brazil, one of the two.
Yeah, dude. The gauchos, they cook with sticks.
They eat steak and they cowboy it up and
They burn trees and they use that land to farm and eat cows and be the best cooks in the world.
that sounds like a life to me. I'm gonna go rope me some cattle and burn some shit.
They're like true cowboys, dude. Isn't that messed up?
Yeah, they're like the true cowboys.
Yeah.
Like they're the only real cowboys left. Like you got some people down in Texas.
So where have all the cowboys gone?
Freaking
Argentina. Dude, and answers to the question.
Quick, get Natalie Cole on the phone.
24 years, that question has been haunting me. And, she says she was going to do the dishes and I could go have a beer. I fucking did. And it was the greatest decision of my life.
So many beers.
Oh, man.
I wish I had some more beer.
I know. Let's go back.
This will be a 2-part episode where we go back for a second 40.
Oh, we just record us waking up. Oh shit! I gotta go to work.
Oh, good lord, that was a fun little trip we had. It was short, it was concise, it was enjoyable. It was a nice break from all this bullshit that we're submerged upon, or submerged in rather.
And and maybe take that as a lesson at home. You yourself, maybe sometimes just take a walk.
Take a walk. We took a walk around his little neighborhood here. Went down a main road, saw a fire truck. We asserted our dominance by yelling louder than it. And then we got a 40. Saw a couple dead animals. A whole bunch of trash. Talked to some kids. Saw a sign with a mysterious letter on it that I don't know what it means.
Pushed out on climbing a ladder above the freaking street.
Almost stepped on glass numerous times. Walked down a sidewalk. Complimented some grass. Smoked some cigarettes. Talked about gauchos. The list goes on.
It's a full night.
You gotta make your own fun. That's what we're talking about here. That chick's been like walking her dog for an hour.
The dog's very happy.
Or he's tired and she needs to fucking give him a fucking break.
What if somebody was walking to you? What would you do?
If someone was walking me, Would I have a leash on?
I don't know how it works.
I mean, we were just walking together.
What if you were just like out of your mind and they're just like, come on, let's go. And you just follow them.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there.
They're just walking you somewhere.
Well, look, I've been there. I was looking for an Indian waterfall. And
Where was that?
I don't know. I was tripping on acid and I was fucked.
Did you find the Indian waterfall?
I don't know. They were like, only take one hit. And I took 4. And then I drank like 6 beers and had cargo shorts and 2 beers in each pocket. And they're
you know,
like,
you don't really get drunk when you're on that. It's the weirdest thing. You can just drink and drink and
all
drink.
I know, the last thing I remember, this is a true story. I was stumbling through the forest or the woods or whatever in flip-flops. It was kind of wet. And I shouted, we're looking for an Indian waterfall. And I woke up in the morning in the tent. And they're like, dude, we had to carry you to the tent last night.
Whoa.
And I was pretty big then, so...
How far was the tent from the waterfall?
I never made it to the waterfall, apparently.
You made it, bro.
I blacked the fuck out.
He made it.
I blacked out.
What happens, you got there was a religious experience, you blacked out by waking up in your tent. It's just like in a video game where like things just like melted and yeah, it was like a Zelda moment.
Man, it's fun thinking about the stupid stuff you've done in your past.
Well, a lot of it's just wandering around. Like I think that's the difference between being an adult versus being a kid, is when you're an adult, your routine is a little bit more like necessary.
Absolutely.
When you're a kid, it's like just freaking, you're kind of forced into it.
I mean, when you have nothing better to do, I mean, you're a kid, but when you're an adult, you got too much shit going on. You got to prioritize and strategize.
Yeah, strategize.
Strategery.
And I freaking feel like, as an adult, I'm way more content with just being a piece of shit. Like, by which I mean lazy as fuck. Like, I will just stare at a ceiling and be okay with that forever. If I could do that for, like, ever, I wouldn't be upset. It doesn't ruin my life.
There's some
of
that.
As a kid, it was like, I gotta do something all the time. I need friends.
So then you're kind of like an English bulldog.
Oh, true. Yeah, I do have bad hip problems.
I'm kind of like an Australian Shepherd. I gotta do something.
You're like the singer of Judas Priest.
Rob Halford?
Skinned or alive?
Speaking of chicken, we were at the beach, Lieber State Park the other day.
You guys been going there a lot.
3 weeks. Look at this tan, bro.
Dude.
Been working on it.
You been wearing one of them male freaking one piece?
No, dude, I'm going swim trunks. I'm letting the hamburger meat hang out.
Dude,
my chest hair is turning white from the sun.
That's how you gotta get confidence. Is you just gotta be all fucking white man titties out.
You just
know,
gotta
man.
go.
Like you just go with it.
I don't have that big of titties. I got big gut, but I got dad bod, so I'm cool.
No, you got a good chest, actually. Totally homo.
My upper above the gut is good. Everything below it's wrecked.
I'm kind of in the same boat, but I'm learning to love my pygmy shape.
Speaking of upper body, I was talking to Shelby the other day, Shelby Rhea, and
honorary dude,
talking to her about potentially getting another tattoo.
Ooh.
I'm gonna balance it out and put something on this shoulder.
What's it gonna be?
It's gonna be a badass like stoic ram for my dad. And I'm gonna somehow work in my two boys.
How does that represent your father?
He's an Aries. And
That's what I was wondering.
He was a stubborn son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, God of War.
But
he's probably not somebody to go toe to toe with, was he? In his heyday.
In his heyday, he was pretty formidable.
I see your dad. He had a jaw on him. He probably would soccer left. He probably had such a good left hook that by the time he got with the right.
Oh man. He probably could take you out with fisticuffs.
Old school fighting is pretty much I'm gonna knock you out. With one.
Basically. But anyways, we're at Lieber State Park, and we had our little canopy set up, and we're having a good time. And I brought some snacks.
Ooh,
Standard
yeah.
Harlow's DTB snacks.
Yeah.
I had Cheez-Its, peanuts, some cookies.
Good point. Yeah, I'm
had
there.
a bunch of beers, a whole bunch of beers. But there was this family who parked behind us, and they were about 6 feet from where we had actually set up our little canopy, and they were just having a picnic out of their hatchback.
Awesome.
And they were corralled around, and they had KFC. And I was like, damn, fried chicken sounds good. And I've had a coupon in my pocket for Churches.
Oh, man. I love Churches.
So
it's my favorite.
$8.99 for a 10-piece mixed, 2 large sides, 4 biscuits.
God bless it, dude. Churches is the fucking king.
So we went there. Marion County, mind you. And
one on Troy?
Yeah. Only one we got.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going in because I'm not wearing no damn mask. So Brandy went in, and she's standing in the window. She's standing in there
Yeah.
for like 10 minutes. It's busy as shit. Everybody wanted chicken.
Yes, they do.
So I'm looking for something because her phone was dead. My phone was in the car. I found a napkin and some lipstick, and I wrote on this napkin KFC, and I put a question mark on the back, and I flashed it to her because she's looking at me through the window, and then I flipped it with the question mark, and she's like, yeah.
Oh.
So we left because it was taking way too damn long. So we went to KFC, and we were in and out of there, the drive-thru, but we got extra crispy. And I got home, I was disappointed, bro.
Dude, what happened?
That was
cooked?
That was that was the first KFC I've had in a long time. My first bucket in a long time.
Okay, you want a full bucket.
No, we got the family fill up.
Was it what, 12 piece or
8
10?
piece.
8 piece? Okay.
8 piece, 2 large sides, no 3 large sides.
What?
You get 2 large taters and you get a pick of another side.
What'd you go with?
Mac and cheese.
You like their mac and cheese? Not bad. I like their coleslaw.
We wanted something wholesome would eat.
Yeah, okay.
So anyways, get it home, we ordered extra crispy, pull the lid off, and the bucket sucks because it just steams the chicken.
Right?
They need to put some holes in the bucket.
It's good for the original recipe.
Well, that's I think that's where it went wrong. Because the extra crispy, the skin was just like falling off and it got soft.
Yeah.
And it was not very good.
It's hit or miss. So if you can get it fresh, get the extra. I've been a diehard freaking original recipe guy my whole life. But I feel like as I've gotten older, they've made it saltier.
I'd have to go get a bucket right now to find out because I had the extra crispy and I was not impressed. But I will say, their wings, the way they're butchered, they have the giant chunk of white meat on the end. That's KFC's doing that right.
They got a
I'll
good
say
cut
that.
on their wings for sure. Their chicken sandwiches are good. Their tenders are freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah.
My go-to, and same with my pops for a long time, we would always go get the freaking famous bowls.
The bowls were good, but I got to the point where I didn't really care for the cheese
They got
with
a
the
little
gravy.
bit. Yeah, the cheese is kind of risky.
could
That
do
you don't want a
without it.
stringy cheese in your taters.
Not with
It's
gravy.
hot.
Not with gravy.
No, it's a little. That is kind of pushing. No, well, gravy's okay. Like, if you make sausage gravy and put like a single slice of just regular ass Kraft single in there and stir it into where it melts throughout it, it makes it. It's like it creates this like. It's like it helps the consistency and gives it just kind of like this layer of salty. I don't know. It doesn't work as a. It's not really like the cheese like you would put on a cheeseburger. It's like
Right.
it's melted throughout, so it's a little bit more dispersed. Kind of like putting cream in something, you know? It's just like it helps the consistency a little better.
I can see that.
Just
My
a slice.
go-to at KFC technically is the $5 box with the 3 tenders
Yeah, that's a great one.
and with that fucking finger licking sauce.
It's okay. It's not bad. I like it well enough. It's kind of like a
It's delicious. It's like barbecue. It's almost like the gravy is the base. And
Right.
They put some barbecue in it.
doesn't it kind of like an Italian dressing kind of taste-ish?
Maybe a little bit.
Ish, just a little bit, like
Maybe a
kind of
little
like
bit.
tang at the end.
Oh, it's good.
It's not
though.
bad.
Oh
It's not,
man, it's good.
It's just an interesting thing because I would just be just as well to have a freaking boat of gravy to dip my freaking tenders in.
I can see that.
I'll drink that with a straw.
I will drink that. I will drink that
Yeah.
gravy.
You know, they use the chicken grease to make the gravy,
You have to.
but a lot of people assume that it's beef gravy because of the fact that it's brown.
No, it's just the drippings.
Yeah, some folks aren't hip to the knowledge.
If you don't know gravy, you need to go learn.
If you know how to make gravy, you know how to do anything.
Right.
Because it takes patience, it takes knowledge, but most of all, it takes wisdom.
That's a lot of wisdom.
Wisdom from the experience, because every time I know that I could possibly screw this gravy, and when it happens and it works out well, I'm like, I did it. I freaking
50%
did
of the time, you will fuck your gravy every time.
it. Yeah, it's just not quite right. I've been draining the grease from the sausage, and that's been a huge game changer.
When you make gravy?
Yeah, I'll pull the grease off of the meat, put the meat to the side, and then put the grease back in the pan, and then make the gravy in the pan like that. Like get the meat to the side, so there's no possibility of either it sticking, or just being in the mix at all. And then I put it back.
I do it
Once
with the
gravy's
meat,
thing.
so the flour sticks to the meat and helps it cook, I feel.
Yeah, I was surprised. It took less time because I just kind of scattered my flour on there until it got thick and basically non-glossy is how I look at it.
Non-glossy.
And then I stir it up and kind of thickens up, and I just keep adding my liquid till it thins down, and
Boom, it's done. Didn't add sausage in. It was the best gravy I've made in a very, very long time. I was quite proud of myself.
You don't forget a good batch of gravy.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Hell no.
So, gravy is DTB approved. Five brews.
6 brews. I'm going to break the fucking frame here.
He'll get a boot of gravy.
You give me some I'm going to drink that. What do you like for dinner tonight, baby? Gravy.
Gravy with some taters and
Remember
some scrambled eggs.
that old SNL sketch, Gravy Clear? It was like a play on the Pepsi Clear.
No, that's amazing.
It was it was like a fake Pepsi commercial, but it was just gravy. It's kind of disgusting.
Oh, absolutely, but it's great.
Yeah, it was a pretty good sketch.
I like my gravy from a stroll, like I said. But
I like my gravy like I like my women. Hot and silent. And we cut, go to something.
Have you ever heard a whippoorwill before?
A bird?
Yeah, they go whippoorwill, whippoorwill.
Probably. I made a birdhouse, and some eastern bluebirds moved into it, and I was really excited because eastern bluebirds are great. But then, like 3 weeks after that, there was this ruckus in the backyard, and I go outside, and there's like 6 of these eastern bluebirds fighting a blue jay.
Oh shit!
I'm talking. You take 6 eastern bluebirds and tape them together, you have a blue jay.
So what are these eastern bluebirds? I might have to see a picture.
They're just little tiny little bluebirds. They're gorgeous little birds, but apparently they're very aggressive.
It sounds like it.
And blue jays are very aggressive too.
Oh snap! So it's
But
like 1-on-4. Did he know some karate?
It
moves?
was like 5-on-1.
Oh shoot!
And
dude.
like the eastern bluebirds haven't figured. They use strategery. They're like one dive bombs and hits him and keeps him on the ground, and he flies off. Then another one dive bombs and hits him, and it's like a rapid succession of like blows. And I don't know if the bluebird was trying to get in the nest to fuck with the eggs or what. But after that, I was like in disbelief, and I haven't seen the eastern bluebird since. But I've seen blue jays. But a new bird has moved into that house and taken it over. I don't know what it is. It's just a little tiny feller, about that big, little brown feller. Don't know what it is, but they live there now.
Is he like finch sized or?
Probably a little smaller than a finch.
Wow.
He's a little feller. I was out on the porch the other day having my coffee, and he kind of hopped up next to my foot and just hung out.
Man, dude, that's pretty impressive. Finches are neat, but they're just so energetic.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one? A chickadee?
Chickadee, don't. I don't know.
Chicka what?
All I know is I wish we bought more beers.
Well, let's do it.
Nah. The night is dwindling down.
It's only 9:19. Let's drink some Jaeger. Do you like Jaeger? I'll be right back. So as I get older, I like the taste of black licorice more.
I was talking about this the other day to somebody about how parents tend to try to find things the kids won't like. Like my dad would always he'd always get the bags of black jelly beans or black licorice, and I'd never eat it because it's gross. And then one day I finally tried it, and I was like, oh, it's really good. And he was like, God damn it.
Oh no, you kind of caught in on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I love black licorice.
What's
now.
funny though is I like black licorice, but I don't know if I would like Good and Plenty.
I hate Good and Plenty's.
It's a little too waxy.
They're kind of like Whoppers. I can't stand Whoppers.
But do you like Robin eggs?
No, they're exactly like Whoppers.
No, Whoppers have the chocolate. Robin eggs have the candy shell.
I know that, but they're the exact same thing.
I like to bite into them and let my saliva make them liquid. That sounds so disgusting. Here, your turn. That's the cold pack, but it wasn't in the freezer. I left it next to the chair last night when I passed out.
Oh, so it's warm?
Yeah.
It says store in a cool place, bro.
It was in my place.
We're gonna give each other COVID by sharing this bottle.
You know what?
This whole episode, the theme is like hobo dudes because we're walking on the train tracks, drinking 40s. Now we're just gonna share this bottle of liquor.
Damn right. And this is a reusable flask if you're a freaking one of them.
Or if you fill it like 3/4 of the way, you can freeze it and make an ice pack.
Dude, I'm telling you. And that's what's crazy is we live in a society where like this is just trash. People drink this and like trash. But this is like how many different uses?
Oh, yeah. I'm totally all about utilitarian.
I want to be a part of a utilitarian society. Use it if you got it.
Got it if you flaunt it. But if you don't flaunt it, you don't got it.
You got it. Because you just put it away. What is that? That's not even a dagger. That's a spoon.
My mind is blown. I'm really digging this stoop sitting.
Dude, I think this is this particular stoop faces freaking west. So from the hour of, I don't know, 4:30 until sunset,
It's unbearable.
it's like Arizona. And then when the sun sets, it's amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
we're watching the sunset here. We're having a nice romantic evening, sharing a drink.
Did you see the chemtrails?
Oh, I'm good. That's gonna hit my reflux here in a minute, I'm sure, because that is spicy. I forgot all about
Oh,
that.
yeah, it's got a spice. It's got a kick. It's 45 proof.
I should have brought a beverage with me that wasn't alcoholic.
I have Wasser.
The fuck is
I have orange juice.
that's that. I had for dinner. I had a sausage patty on a bagel, everything bagel,
Oh, everything bigger.
with cheddar cheese,
So good.
and I
What a
drank
great-
orange juice with it, and that kind of started my reflux for the night. That's
You
the
know-
bitch about getting old.
It's funny about reflux though is you know what actually helps is lemon juice.
I always drink milk.
Milk will help like ease the burn, I guess.
Right.
But actually, like true like stomach acid issues, like sometimes tequila will help.
Really?
Yeah. It just depends on the type of reflux that you got. But tequila will help. Lime will help. A lot of those like Spanish.
That's weird fighting acid with acid.
Yeah. No. Well, is it like a more basic acid than the other acid?
I don't know.
Because it seems like water is probably a little more neutral, right? And so you want it to be as like 7 as possible.
You're talking about numbers. I don't know nothing about no numbers.
I guess pH stands for potential hydrogen.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't that weird? When I found that out, because I had to take a lot of hazmat stuff. for
Gotcha.
work. But potential hydrogen. So obviously the higher the number, the more hydrogen is potentially there.
Interesting.
So that's what's becoming the more acidic, or I guess it would be more basic. Anything left of 7 is more acidic. Anything right of 7 is
All I know is
basic.
the more acidic the soil is for my hydrangeas, the more blue they get. The more
Nice.
alkaline, the more purple.
Nah, it's true.
So I have one that's blooming purple. So I did some research. I have another one that I'm now putting coffee grounds on to make more acidic.
Nice.
Hopefully, with any luck, I'll have a blue hydrangea before the season's over.
Nice work, dude.
I'm hoping.
I'm proud. So we'll have to have that. That's like kind of a spoiler for what's the end of the fall season. Will Harlow's have a blue hydrangea?
Will COVID end?
Will I change these pants?
Will I change my underpants?
Will any of us change? Find out next time on Dudes
Tunes,
and Brews. Boom.
Job